What's up, guys? Shouri here, and today I'm going to talk about how the Wasp works now, because it has changed a lot with these updates. It's gotten better, but it's also gotten a little bit worse in the way we used to use it. Back in the day, we would use it as something that you basically would never scope because it wasn't a good idea. But now, whenever you move forward, the crosshairs expand really big, and you can see that you're going to miss everything. But if your enemy stands still, you will hit them. So as someone who's facing a Wasp, you never want to stay still. As you can see right here, this guy stands still. I don't have to scope because the Wasp will just hit him. It's wildly inaccurate if people are strafing, and that was the point of this update. It makes you move side to side with no crosshairs being affected. And you can also start to use other weapons. I like to have crossbow on my undying loadout because it just helps you be able to do more. We are playing a mixed guy, so he rocketed us, so we had to have some rockets out. You know how it is. And he is going to hide under that cow. We do what we can to get him down. And there is a guy that's coming up. We do switch to our Wasp, but make sure that you keep track of people that have bleed damage. It's okay if you don't use crossbow, but if you do decide to, it helps you understand where people are on the map, and we were able to clean our own kill up. Then another guy comes behind us. We are able to do what we can, but there is another one, and we have to use our pistol. Make sure you have a good pistol with Wasp. It is going to come up a lot. And right here is still in the phase of me not understanding that, hey, I need to end up scoping this stupid Wasp because it's missing. And I was thinking, man, this Wasp is terrible. Why are people killing me with it? And the whole thing was they were all scoping and I just wasn't. Or I was standing still. But as you can see here, if people are moving, it will miss. Another problem that we have with the Wasp is a lot of these things are going to be body shot kills. Even though I got a headshot there, it is much more likely to hit a body shot just because it is the nature of Wasp. But I am doing my best to get headshots. I got some on the first 2 kills, but I couldn't do much more. But again, we are going to be relying on our other weapons. We do see him, we hit him with our crossbow, then we go ahead and pistol him, and then we go here to go try to throwing knife. It didn't work out, but it is what it is. But how can you better use it with undying? And I like to have the Orion just because it gives you some long range options, but you can really use any shotgun. The biggest thing you can do is when you're going around corners, go ahead and pre-aim the scope, because if you know that it's going to be a place there's probably going to be people, going ahead and pre-aiming is going to be your best bet. You can always get yourself out of it, but it will give you an advantage because your bullets will be more precise. Because it will not make you wildly imprecise when you run forward. Whenever you're going forward, you will not hit them. If you do want to be able to hip fire, you need to go side to side, which does not take away anything from your hip fire aim. It is a weird thing. It's basically to promote strafing, and I think what they were doing is this is going to end up making the good players harder to kill, and it is going to make bad players a lot easier to kill. And the reason for that, I think, is to make the game easier in the earlier stages, and then as you get better and better and you learn to strafe and you learn other things, you will end up doing better, and other players will also be doing better. Right there, I'm trying to switch my weapon and failing hard. That's why I was pointing to the sky. Oopsies, but it's all good. We are going to end up learning how to switch our weapons properly, and we do a good job of it. We get people really low, almost had the triple, but shotguns still have a place in this game, and a lot of people seem to think they don't, including me. I mean, I'm a little bit salty over the way they put this update in, and I don't like it. I do think the damage, like being at all distances the same on these guns, is really stupid and dumb, and they shouldn't have done it the way they did. As you can see, I'm out-sniping this Kuda guy. I mean, I kind of got him low with the crossbow a little bit, but guess what? I'm out-sniping him anyways. That was perfect headshots, cross-map, literally at the max range of the Wasp. And it was just like nothing. I mean, I could do whatever I wanted. And then I ran into their spawn and tried to kill people. Right here, we are going to kill the guy standing still. You can no longer stand still in this game. You need to be able to move, or you are going to die to Wasp players like crazy. And the weird thing is, you're not going to get very much points by using Wasp because it promotes body shots. And it's going to really hurt your team. You're going to get a lot more kills. unless you're not very good, and I don't mean this in a derogatory way, I do only mean it in a way of if you're not very good, this gun's going to help you a lot. And if you're good, it's going to just make you have less points. You may get more kills even, but the amount of points you will get, unless you can hit the headshots with the Wasp, which you need to try to do, or hit them with the pistol kills, or hit them with a knife like I did on that triple gave a ton of points. And that's one thing that we need to get used to if you do end up wanting to use the Wasp, is going for headshots and making sure it works out, because that's the only way to get bonus points on your double kills and your hill kills. Otherwise, you're going to lose out on like 10 to 12 points, because your kills don't count unless they're special kills when you get a double kill or a killing spree or a combo breaker or anything really in this game. The scoring system's really stupid, and it is what it is. But it's a reality, and we need to be able to prepare for it. And another thing is, if you are in a situation that is up close like this, it can be more beneficial to end up using your Joker, because it's going to be a lot easier to get a lot of damage up close and all at once. And if somebody's shooting you and you know it, you can hide in that corner, wait for them, and then do a lot of damage. And it can even be better than the Wasp. And I am not saying that Wasp is not usable in any way. And with Mirage, it can actually be pretty good to get behind enemy lines and get a quick kill on people that are really camping and just doing bad things. You just have to be very careful, because like there, it does so much damage so fast. You can actually get kills, and you can use the Wasp to get to people faster, because it does provide a speed boost. And you can go to people who are all camping because they are bad people. No, I'm kidding. But you can really use this whole Mirage thing to be able to get to people. If it's down, it's okay. You can still end up getting the kills, and it's all good. Even if they use rockets a lot, it's fine. But you can run around and get a lot of kills, and when your Mirage is up, you can use it to get those speed boosts and go for people, and then sadly, you'll die to rockets. But that's because they're rocket bots. What can you do? But we use that Mirage to get there just a little bit faster, a little bit stealthier, and we are able to help our teammates by getting those guys low and killing some of them. And sometimes it's just to get to a point faster, or a guy who's camping. Right there, the guy who's camping ended up dying, but we do end up using our Wasp to get in there anyways, and we were able to help take B and kill the guy that was there. And this was one of the biggest things Wasp can do, and what I think it should be used for isn't necessarily for a primary weapon all game, because as I said, you will get less kills. Even if they're rocket bots like this, it does help you get in there to get multi-kills, and you can really kill people quickly. And with Mirage, it can get you to a hill very fast. You do need to play smart though, because it is going to be hard up close against shotguns, especially if you're not scoping. You do need to get better at that as well, and by you, I kind of mean me, obviously, because I'm playing. But it's one thing that's really hard to get used to in Wasp if you've used Wasp a lot in the past, because in the past, you literally weren't supposed to. You were not supposed to scope, but that Mirage was able to get me back into their base when they were not realizing that I could be there in that amount of time. I also use Reanimator Pants, which gives me speed boost as well, and the Wasp gives speed boost as good as Scout right now. So you can do just so much with it. Because of what just happened there with the grenade, I knew to push up and go ahead and kill the guy. I'm getting shot, but luckily it is a really good Wasp. I mean, long range works really well now if you scope, and we were able to get the kills. And right there, we are just waiting on the spawn, because we got our Mirage back up, and we can run in there and do what we do. And I think I might actually have jockey pants on at this time. I like to use Reanimator, but I think I ended up dying a lot or needing health pills. I forgot. But you can use jockey or Reanimator. Basically, if you have more heals, then Reanimator's good. If you don't, then jockey's probably better. But right there, I was able to not knife him. That's annoying. Wish that didn't happen. But it is what it is, and we do run in, and we try to get in the hill as fast as possible. We see if they're going to push up on that side. When we see they're standing back with the sniper, we go back, and as we see this guy, we're going to go ahead and scope shoot him, do what we can. We throw the grenade, but it doesn't directly hit him, so I go ahead and pull out the Joker to get the kill. And then we go back Wasp, which again, you can get that kill with very quickly, and it is very good for certain situations. And right there, we do get him a little low. We run out of ammo, sadly. But luckily, with our grenade and our Joker, we do end up getting them low enough to help our team. And here, we are going to run around here because we see that there are a lot of people. We get the first one, and we go back behind the rock to kind of bait that guy in and try to get him to follow us. And then he'll be in our range better, which is what happened, and it worked out. But there is one thing that people are not talking about with the Wasp, and I kind of talked about it earlier. It is the fact that you are going to get a lot of kills, and a lot of them are going to be body shots, and it promotes low scores. And really, you need to be able to kill people with things like grenades, knives, pistols, or headshots if you're going to get multi-kills. And it really sucks the way that the Wasp works is you're going to kill a lot of people really fast that have low health, so you're going to steal so many people's kills. It's unbelievable how many kills you'll steal. And if you are getting all body shots doing it, it is going to be very toxic and bad to your team because there are only so many kills you can get. And if you get less points for those kills than if your teammate would have killed his own kill, then that is a bad thing. Right there, we get body shots. Right here, we don't even get a kill at all, but that's more on me than anything. But we do use the Mirage in a good way to go ahead and push forward. We do steal more kills, and that is really what this gun does more than anything. And I do want to point this out right here. This Joker is a headshot, and it's going to come up later. But we are going to go ahead, use our Mirage to go ahead, push out, and we do end up getting there and surprising him. Sadly, he had Orion, which just destroyed us. Right there, another body shot, and we go in with the throwing knife, which is good, because it's going to give us those bonus points. And we do end up killing the guy, sadly no triple, but his undying did go down, and we killed him. That is really what's important. And here, the game ends. And guess what? I had 188 points, which seems good, but I had 12 kills. I should have had much more points, especially with the triples, doubles, and killing sprees. But my only headshot was with my Joker. And right there, we do end up getting the assist, but we end up getting the body shot kill there. We go ahead here, and we get the body shot kill, and we get a triple, all body shots, all stolen. And it could have been so many more points if we were using guns that we get headshots with. So if you do want to use Wasp, make sure you are getting those headshots. And the biggest thing we aren't talking about is how not giving puppies attention when you're trying to record a Wasp video is so bad. Because then they're just going to sit on your face with their face until you pet them. And we need to learn to give Opal attention before he ends up needing to sit on your face with his face. Because it's hard to breathe. So make sure you give Opal attention while you're recording your Wasp video, or this could happen to you too. And I think this is something that no one else is talking about either. Okay, well, maybe you don't have to worry about the Opal thing. That might just be me. It is what it is. But thank you so much to my members for helping me out with all the things you do. I really appreciate it. If you have the money, be a channel member. If you don't, just like and subscribe. It's all good. Hope you all have a great day, and thank you so much for watching.